And the question is, does Los Angeles, do they even really deserve a team, let alone two? No one cares about the Chargers. People tacitly care about the Rams. The real team they care about was the Oakland Raiders, who are now in Las Vegas. But there was no way the NFL was going to give Mark Davis the key to the city of angels and build a beautiful new stadium. He didn't have the cash to do it. He'd have to bring in a partner, and he did that in Vegas. But they didn't want the guy with the bowl cut out there being the face of one of the most prominent cities in all of America with their NFL football team. And so they give it to the Rams. And Kroenke's done a great job. He built a beautiful stadium. SoFi is fantastic. They're going to have like a 20-acre complex around it, maybe even bigger than that. Hotels, everything, the works. Maybe it's 200-acre. I think I misspoke on that. Massive, massive deal. It's going to be beautiful. They're checking everything. He's invested in his team to winning. But do people in LA actually care? Do they actually care? San Francisco filled up the NFC Championship game. So it looks and it appears like it's more of a town of the visiting teams, a la a little bit Arizona Cardinals. And that's never the situation you want to be in if you're trying to build a team and a program. You have a team that went to the Super Bowl that has stars in Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Odell Beckham Jr., Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford. You're bringing all these guys. And what does it get you? So 101 million people watch this thing on television across all networks. Another, 11 or so million streamed it. So you're at 112, highest rated Super Bowl in the last 5 years since Tom Brady and the Patriots had the massive comeback against Matt Ryan, who will be another featured piece in this. Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons, now 28-3, one of the greatest comebacks you're ever going to see. So you understand why that rate's high. You get it. But number one city, Cincinnati, you get it. Their team is there. You understand why. They haven't been there in a long time. Passionate fan base for the most part. They care. It had been, a little standoffish as of late, but now that they're back to winning, the Cincinnati Bengal faithful, the Houday Nation, they want to go all in on it. And then second, you think Los Angeles. Nope, not Los Angeles. You have Detroit sitting there too. Matt Stafford's former team, the scorned lover, and I don't think they really felt like that, but we'll call him the ex-wife, going there and watching their guy and probably gaining some pleasure thinking, you know what, if we could have only built a team, this could have been our lives. If we wouldn't have messed this up, this could have been us. We could have been the Los Angeles Rams. We had Calvin Johnson, we had Ndamukong Suh, we've had Matt Stafford. We got close, could never win a playoff game, but it could have been there. So Detroit comes in second with the rankings. Then it's got to be Los Angeles. Nope. Another team from the AFC North, another city, Pittsburgh. They're diving in. You know why? Because Pittsburgh's a football city. Number 4, now it's LA. Nope. Another Columbus or another Ohio city, Columbus, Ohio. They're diving in. A lot of Bengals fans here, but still, it's the third team. You've got probably Cleveland, then Pittsburgh, finally the Cincinnati Bengals for your team in Columbus. I would know, this is where I live. I understand it. 5, Kansas City, huge football market. They love the NFL. Tied for 6th, got to be LA. Nope. Milwaukee, another AFC North team. Cleveland, both sitting there at 6. 8 is Boston. Well, because they're just used to watching Super Bowls with Tom, watching the Super Bowl basically every other year and winning, a third of those, 2/3 of those. 9 is Philadelphia, who are just gluttons for punishment. And then 10, you have a city that can't even fill their own stadium with fans in Jacksonville, but yet they're the 10th highest rated market. Now, I understand this. Matt Stafford went to Georgia. A lot of Georgia Bulldogs fans probably in Jayville. They have the world's largest cocktail party there, Georgia, Florida, every year. But it's befuddling to me how in the top 10 rated cities for the Super Bowl, you can't and don't have Los Angeles. They have got to do some serious marketing. They've got to get out in the community. You have to get people on the West Coast to care about football. They do in San Francisco, but you have to find a way to do it in Los Angeles. You have to find a way to do it with the Rams. Like, they don't care about college for the most part. They don't care about the NFL, and you have the Super Bowl champions. And so I cannot wait to watch next year to see how these games fill up. When they have some of, these big name teams come in from out of division, and even San Francisco coming down, Can they fill it up with their own fans, or is it filled with the opposition? Stan Kroenke's got to get that fixed because they've got a great product. You have a great team full of stars in a city of stars. It should check every box. It should be the new Lakers. Can't get it done.